Okay guys, I just went inside and made this little video and uploaded it to YouTube and shared it on Facebook. I'm still in a kind of shock mode while I was testing this equipment there, and so okay, let me explain that. Okay, let me explain what happened. When you do certain programming on the PHEV box, it looks like it puts the car into a full throttle mode, kind of full throttle mode. As soon as you turn it on, I can't remember if the ICE engine kicks in straight away, but it kicks in as soon as you put the car in reverse or in forward drive, and it drives full throttle. And let me tell you, I had problems to keep the car under control, so it doesn't go full throttle backwards out of the carport and smashing into the house or whatever. Okay, that's just not good. This should not happen. I'm still a little bit shaky, really. I did not expect that. As per manual, when you program the engine start parameter, this is the parameter when the engine starts, and when I set this one to 100% or to 105%, you would not expect the engine going full throttle as soon as you turn on the car. And I had the same when I lower the value for the for the engine start to about 30 or 35. So I played around with these settings, and the car was driving itself. As soon as you step off the gas, the car was shooting backwards all the way. The ICE did not kick in, but the car had a lot of torque straight away from the standstill, and I didn't even touch the gas pedal at all. And it is so, I don't know, it is so inconsistent, and it looks like only in this small area of 43, 44, 45 the car works normally, and if you go all the way up or all the way down above this, it goes somehow full throttle ahead or backwards. That is just insane. Why can you actually program such parameters if they are dangerous? I'm not sure if I still keep using the PHEV box, to be honest, at the moment. I've got the VTech email address here. I will send them an email tonight and explain what happens. I felt like I need to do this quick video with a GoPro and explaining quickly what happens, and uploaded it and make you aware that there is a potential risk to damage your car, to damage your property, to damage someone's health, or even worse. I could not imagine what happened if a dog would have lied behind the car, which they usually do. I mean, this should not be possible. If such a parameter exists to make the car doing exactly that, doing full throttle ahead or backward, it should not be possible to program this parameter in the box at all. And I know all the haters will come forward now and say, "Ah, I said it in the first place, the box is unsafe, the box is just not good, the box doesn't do..." That's a totally different thing here. I have modified the box as per instructions from the VTech website, and you can potentially put parameters inside the box which are not safe to use. So be very, very careful what you do with the box. It clearly says in the manual, level of throttle when the ICE starts over there. So if I set this one to 80-90%, you would expect the engine does not kick in unless you reach this threshold. But apparently I set it to 100%. That was totally unexpected. I was expecting, because I lowered the curve far, far, far below. I made it really, really flat at the beginning, and the car was shooting backwards 3, 4, 5 meters until I got it under control again. Okay, I'm not sure what is going on with this programming stuff. We need to get a statement, a clarification from the manufacturer, from VTech, what is going on. I will email them tonight and keep you guys updated on YouTube and on Facebook. So if you go ahead and program the PHEV box, be very, very careful. Make sure you have enough space around you. Be very careful. It could be a potential risk and high danger if you do programming with the PHEV box. The PHEV box is totally fine as it comes from the manufacturer. There's no problem. But if you do programming, if you change parameters as per their instructions, it could be potentially very, very, very dangerous. Up to life-threatening, I would say. Okay, guys. So far the feedback after the video straight away. I'll need to turn off the cameras now. I need to think about it a little bit and do something else. I need to handle the situation somehow appropriately. Okay, I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thanks again for watching. Thanks for your support. You stay very, very safe wherever you are, and I'll keep you updated. Okay, this is Andy from Unplugged TV Australia, signing off. Stay charged and balanced and very safe. Now we've got a problem. I filmed already 2 or 3 different other videos with the PHEV box. And now after the 3rd video this morning when I picked up the hay, I discovered this safety problem with the box, which I have made this emergency video on YouTube. So what am I doing with all the other videos which I did before? Do I just post them as normally and follow the line of history, basically showing me getting to this point where I am today? Or do I just skip them all and concentrate on the problem the PHEV box has at the moment? Because now with the release of the warning video on YouTube, I guess everyone is very keen to get more updates about that and doesn't really care about how I got there in the first place. I just played with the dogs a little bit to get my mind off this topic, and I thought what the manufacturer can now actually do. So the first step would be to actually disable the download for the programming software immediately from their website. You don't want to have people downloading the software and changing parameters and transform the car into an uncontrollable device. I'm hesitating to call the car but it is an totally unexpected behavior. It is a totally unexpected behavior of the car you can trigger with these parameters now. And I don't want to damn the PHEV box because of this issue. I don't think it is an issue of the box. It is more an issue of the software you can download and the parameters you can set. So they can either stop the download on the website immediately as a first step, and then they have to modify the software to not allow people putting dangerous parameters in there. Software should check against certain figures people may put in there, and should not allow this to go back into the box. Okay, I will send this email tonight and explain quickly what has happened, what parameters I've changed, and what the behavior of the car was, and I'll update you as we go, I would say. The other thing I should probably mention is so it looked like when I turned it on, the ICE engine kicked in and delivered more energy to the electric motors. They wanted to go backwards. Both electric motors were under, I don't know, I didn't have the dog on, so I can't really tell how much load was on the motor, but it felt like a lot of torque, a lot of power and torque. When I switched the car back into neutral, then you could hear both motors stopping delivering power to the car with a big bang. You could hear the load turning off of the motors, and the car actually made a jump. It's like both motors, they tried to pull the car back with a lot of torque, and when I switched the car back into neutral, this load went away and you could hear the motors banging in the car, in the front and the back. That was not funny anymore. I mean, this could potentially damage your car as well. So be very careful with these parameters. Did I say this before? And then the actual ICE engine kept running, even taking the load of the motors and put the car in neutral. The ICE engine kept running and delivering power to the system all the time. And I had to really turn off the car to make this whole thing stop. And guys, to make something very clear, the box by default is not having this behavior. I have changed parameters and the curve for some of the programs inside the box via the software which is per download available on the VTech website. So I have altered and modified the box as per instructions and have found this safety issue.